I will never stop loving. This is the thing. I'm like, I'll go heal in heaven. But for now, I'm gonna love. In South Sudan, we don't get paid enough as artists. We hardly even get paid for art. But the gratitude and the impact that you know that you have created in people's lives, that isn't payment enough.
True.
And it gives you joy and it gives you the morale to go back and record more. If there is something that scares the hell out of me so much, is having a belly. Having
Having a
stomach,
belly?
having a talk, they call it, like having a belly. It's I can't even describe it.
What's up, my beautiful people? Welcome back to Media. This is a show where we tell stories, we share laughters, and most importantly, we have real life conversations. So today we are honored to have somebody with us here today. He is a songwriter, a vocalist, and a singer. You guys may know him from hit songs like Bombay and Dream Girl. And by the way, guys, he recently just released a new song. If you have not streamed it yet, I don't know what you're doing. All I can say is that you're missing out. So today we are here with him to dive into his musical journey and how he's building his personal brand and also, what's next for his music. So, guys, we are sitting here with the one and only Ayanai Ghost.
Can't see me on the radar.
You're welcome to the show.
I am very honored to be here today with you.
Thank you.
And thank you for having me.
So before we even go any further, I would want to know, for those people who have never heard of Ayanai Ghost, how would you describe yourself in like 3 words?
I am the banner boy of South Sudan music industry.
Ooh.
I think that's how I would describe myself.
Okay. I'm very curious. I would want to know, how did you come up with the name Ayanai Ghost? And I'm sure they will want to know too, because that's a very, very interesting name.
So the name Ayanai started when I started music. I have a career and I didn't want to be known. So when I came up with the name Ayanai Ghost, I was in my 3rd year studying, and we did a song. The song goes like, to Canada.
By the way.
Just like candlelight. When we did that song, I didn't want to be known, to be honest. So I called myself Ghost. At first, it was Ghost before I. So, but I think when I got discovered by a record label, they wanted me to put a face on my music. So I had to come up with a name. So I was like, I'm the one doing the journey, It's me at the end of the day who have to go to the studio and record all this. Is me who have to like do all the work. So I'm like, it's me and me. So the name I, it came from the word I and I, me and me.
Okay.
And then we had to change the spelling. Alijoma came up with the spelling. It's like for streaming purposes, man. It's still the same, but it's I and I.
You know what's funny? Actually, first got to know of you through that music. Through that song specifically.
That song. Oh yeah. A lot of people don't know that is even me.
Really?
A lot of people don't know. I think the first time I ever put on a clip, singing along to that song, people were like, "Wait, that is you?" I was like,
That's you. Like, that's still one of my favorite songs till date.
I am honored. I think that is one of my favorite songs, especially because I did it with one amazing artist, who is also a brother of mine. It's called Logic Man. Amazing vocalist. Really, really talented. So yeah, I love that song too.
Okay. So give us a little background of your story. Like, when did you start music and where did you start it? Was it like in South Sudan, in the camp, or like where did you start?
My musical journey started in the camp, Kakuma refugee camp. It started as a poetry. Before I started doing music, singing, all of that, I was performing poetry. And my whole artistic journey started in K-Town, which is Kakuma.
Oh, K-Town.
We call it K-Town. If you're from K-Town,
that's a cool name.
If you've ever been there, we call it UKK, United Kingdom of Kakuma. Yeah.
Okay.
So I'm from UKK. Definitely. When I first started, it was poetry. I used to perform poetry. I used to write rhymes when it comes to poetry. But then again, there's always been that music in me where I'm like, I can do that. I even used to tell my friends, like, I can rap better than that rapper. And they were like, nah, man, you can never do that. So my whole artistic journey started in Kakuma, and that was around 2016 when I started taking it serious.
Yeah.
I started performing for NGOs event, and when I moved to Nairobi now for school, I was like, let me record an album for poetry. And then I'm like, hey, what if I try a little bit of singing? And then surprise people with it. And that came the song, Chamada.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay. That's very, very interesting. So when did you first realize that, okay, I can take this as a career, like I can actually do it as a career
When I
instead of
first
something
started.
for fun?
Okay. There's always been that fear of South Sudanese because, being an artist comes with a lot of misconceptions, especially in our community. Before I took it serious, I was very much afraid, what are people going to think of me? And especially my dad knew I was in university studying, and all of a sudden his son is singing, doing music of all the things that he could have done. I started taking it seriously. That was around 2022 when I got signed to a record label. Shout out to DJ Justic. When I got signed to a record label by DJ Justic right after Tamada, he was like, dude, you have an amazing sound that South Sudanese don't have, and this sound could represent home. It could also represent, internationally, which is very fit for both international audience and, our own. And I started taking it in 2022 when I released my first debut album, which was named Ghost. So yeah, it was 2022.
So how are your parents like? How did they react to their son being in the music industry?
I think me too. I think one of the most thing that I was afraid, one of the very thing that I was very much afraid of, was what is my dad gonna think? I respect my dad very much. I love my dad. My dad has very high expectations of me. So when
Are
I
you
first,
the first child?
I'm not. I'm like the middle. I'm like the middle child, but I'm loved. I'm like that loved middle child.
Oh, okay.
So my dad has high expectations of me. When I started music, Chamada went so viral that my cousin was singing it back home. So, but first time I went back home, to go work, that was 2022. Not the first time ever, but when I went back home as an artist, I went inside home and then I wanted a way to tell my dad. So I brought out a little bit of radio sound system. And then I started near my dad and I was like, Dad, I want you to listen to something. I played the song. And luckily my cousins were there. My female cousin, and they start singing along. They start going crazy. They start, singing. And my dad was like, He listened. He kept quiet, and I'm in the background, like really nervous. Oh, I'm like, hopefully he likes it. And when the song was done, it was like, that sounds like you. I was like, yeah, that is me. I started doing music, when I was at uni. It took a very long time. He paused, and then he's like, son, it's okay. You're talented.
Oh, wow.
I think I was expecting a different response. But his response was really, really mind blowing. And it relaxed my heart and my mind and calmed me, because I was thinking like, what are you doing? You went to study. Why you became an artist? But it was like, it's amazing. He told me like, talent is God-given ability. And knowledge is something that you look for, something that you earn by, looking for it. And it's like, as long as you don't forget your purpose and other things that you want to do in life, talent is God-given ability and you're supposed to nurture it. So my dad is one of my biggest fans.
Wow.
One of my biggest fans. And I would say I'm very lucky. I'm very, very lucky that he supports.
So I think one thing that most people don't know is that you are a graduate.
Oh, yeah. A lot of people don't know that. I think it's the misconception people have that we artists are all dropouts. Everybody think we have not gone to school.
I'm one of them guys.
That's a lot.
No, but it's good that we have people like you right now who are like changing that narrative.
And I think it's not just me. Some people, somebody like, Lul Simon. I don't know, somebody like, have Chamdena level graduated?
I don't know.
I don't know, but maybe. But we have people in our industry right now that, have not only acquired an extra knowledge when it comes to specialization of other things. But yeah, they're multi-talented, you can say that.
Oh, that's nice. So how did you balance your music career and also studies? Because I know that can be really, really a lot.
It is, especially when you are when you're starting out.
Yeah.
Music is addictive when you love it, especially when you love music. Music is very addictive. Um, the funny thing, I was working same time. I was working, I was studying, I was doing music. The good thing was I did it as my leisure time. I did it as an escape. Whenever like I have a time off from studies and I want to free my mind, I would always play music. And I think my house was like that hub where we freestyle every time, just to free ourselves. So yeah, I think it was quite easy because it came naturally,
Yeah.
where I don't have to force it. Where my breaks are music, music sessions. So it literally came naturally.
So wait, you just mentioned that you're from your family members. Some of them can freestyle. So is it like
Oh,
you
I
do
think
have people who can
my
also sing?
my big brother can really rap.
Oh really?
Can really really rap. He wanted to start music. I don't know. He changed his mind. He's like the first son.
Yeah.
He changed his mind on the way, but when he first started rapping, when I was a teenager, I was like, okay, that's kind of cool. I think, and that has had a very big impact when it comes to me doing music right now.
Okay.
And he's one of my biggest supporters, and actually writes some songs for me. I have some of the songs that he has written for me that I've not even recorded yet, and I'm so excited to to be able to record them soon and be able to give them to the public.
That's a blessing to have like your own sibling.
It
You?
is. It is
That's
really
amazing.
a blessing.
So when did you like first realize, okay, that people are actually listening to my music? Like when did you blow up and was like, okay?
So funny story.
Yeah.
This is a funny story. This is what happened. I was in Juba. I was in Juba Shirkat, and nobody knows me when time they came out. I'm just strolling throughout the street, and I see a place where they sell movies because I think we have pirated movie stores, and
Yeah.
I was like, let me go buy a movie. Put it in my phone. I went there. I'm hearing Chamada before I even get in. It's
Oh,
pumping.
really?
It's pumping, and I'm there, and I went in. When you have done something, you're like, oh, hopefully they recognize me. Then again, I did not put a phase on that. So I go in, the song is playing, people are singing along to it, people are vibing,
Vibing to it, yeah.
and then I asked for a movie, and they charged me, and I almost said like, hey, you guys are charging me playing my song, but that's the first time I realized people were actually listening back home. And not only that, it became a norm now. Whenever I pass, I get to hear other songs, low key. When I finally got to release more, but it was in Juba, in Shirkat, where they put a very big sound system outside.
The song is
And
banging.
It's yeah, and I was like, yeah, hila, this is very nice.
Yeah.
It feels very good.
Yeah, that's amazing. So walk us through your creative process. Like when you're writing music, are you the type to first like write the lyrics first and then the beats come later, or do you listen to the beats and then write?
I think I do both. I do both. I'm a very flexible writer, and I can probably say I write all my songs,
Oh wow.
like literally all of them.
That's talent.
Apart from
I
my
like
brother
that.
writing some for me,
Yeah.
I do write my songs. In my process of writing, I think creative process of creating, when it comes to different artists, is very different.
Yeah.
For me, mostly I can listen to the instrumental sometime and just vibe by creating a melody first.
Yeah.
And then I can put words in it. And sometimes you can just be walking, taking a walk, have music on, and then an idea hits you.
Just hits, yeah.
And you're like, if I tried with this different keynote, this different vocals, how would it sound? And one of the things I don't know if it's just only me,
Yeah.
but you can imagine sound. You can imagine sound before you produced it, before you voice it, before you vocalize it. If you can imagine it, and most of the time I imagine sound. If I can imagine it sounding like this, it's very easy for me to, just voice it.
That's why we're saying that's a talent, because
Ah,
everybody can do that. Like imagine sound.
You can imagine it actually, like how it sound, how it goes up, how the lows, the highs, the mid-tones, the high notes. You can imagine all of that, and I don't know. I don't know if it's weird because I find it as a normalcy, and I thought maybe it's everybody that imagines sound. But yeah, I think it's one of the coolest things God
That's a gift.
has given people or human beings,
Yeah.
and let's just say that's gratitude.
So, where would you say you write your music? Do you like write it in your room, at the studio, or just random places, like the bus stop, the
So,
gym?
so like what I do when I'm in the gym,
Yeah.
I don't listen to my own music. I don't write music in the gym.
Mm.
Music, I put on, motivations,
Uh-huh.
pump it all the way while I
Mm-hmm.
push heavy weight.
Uh-huh.
I write music in my own free time. It has become a habit.
Mm-hmm.
Throughout my day ends with me having a musical session where I just do rehearsing. Um, and I do it mostly in solitude.
Uh-huh.
A studio is undeniably one of the best vibes. Even though you don't have any vibe, and when you go to the studio, it's you come up with something up your head. But mostly, I write in isolation. I write a lot in my alone time where I know people where I can scream my vocals without feeling that my mom is gonna come out and say, "Erjuk, you're making too much noise."
Yeah.
But yeah, I write on a daily basis. If I don't write, I just rehearse vocals.
Oh
But
wow.
I go to the rooftop on back of my home, my
And,
apartment,
uh-huh.
and mostly it's around 9, 10, 11, 12
At night?
at night.
So you're like a night person, yeah?
Oh, I come out at night. I'm ghost.
Really? Ghost. Okay. Makes sense. Makes sense.
So yeah, I write in my isolation a lot. Yeah.
That's amazing. So if we were to compare like your earliest songs and the songs that you're currently producing, what would you say has changed like in terms of your your the sound or like your confidence or just how you write lyrics in general? What has changed compared to your early songs?
I'm a very open minded type of person. And I'm a life student.
Uh-huh.
And one of the things that I've come to realize and I've come to learn over and over again is it's a mastery. The mastery and the delivery and when it comes to different vocals.
Yeah.
When I first started my first album, of course, there are some things that I recorded in some songs that I recorded in my first album, debut album, which I think those songs are legendary. They're gonna be there forever, and they're amazing. They're timeless, and I don't think I could ever pull off because I was young, fresh minded.
Yeah.
But as I grow older in music industry, as I think I'm still a newborn,
Yeah.
3 years down the line now. But the more I get to do music, I get to be mature vocally, when it comes to delivery, when it comes to lyrics writing, and when it comes to communicating with people, because it's not just about giving people vibe and just singing, just yapping all the time.
Yeah.
It's about communicating sometime and
Yeah.
knowing what to say. Somebody told me if you can communicate if you can communicate a very important message to a 4-year-old, and if you can communicate in simple words, then do so. That is music. The more I get to do it,
Yeah.
what I've come to learn is that simple is beautiful, simple is catchy,
Sure.
and so far I am still learning.
Amazing. So, what would you say is the intent behind your music? Because we have some people who produce music as a way of healing themselves. We have those with the intent of healing the public. We have others who do it to entertain and stuff. So, what would you say is your intent behind your music?
I think music has. I would say we have both heal, and music has healed me, and it has healed people that listen to it. For me, music is a therapy. It's very therapeutic. Something to go to. And I think my writing, my songs are not just about vibe.
Yeah.
Mostly they're inspired by love. So the intent behind it most of the time. I'm a lover. I love love. I'm a lover. I love love, and no matter no matter amount of time I get heartbroken, I will
Yes.
never stop loving. This is the thing. I'm like, I'll go heal in heaven, but for now, I'm gonna love. Love is beautiful, and most of my songs are inspired by love,
Yeah.
and some of my songs are inspired by life. So the intent behind it is give more love because I love love and I receive love.
Yeah.
So I'm trying to give people love, and I think more than ever we need love in our world. It's not just about the love when it comes to
Romantic.
opposite genders,
Yeah.
but love is when it comes to self. When it comes to other people. So yeah, the intent behind it is love mostly.
Okay.
But I'm planning to maybe not maybe. It is a must, and I think as the more I grow, the more I venture and talk about issues that really matters and reflect what our society face.
Yeah.
That's the path that I'm in right now.
Oh wow, that's amazing. So have you had like instances where people come up to you and be like, you know, your music healed me in this way, your music has done this to me and stuff. And how do you feel in such moments?
I've had messages, people especially messages, people DMing me. There was one that caught me in particular. This one girl, she wrote to me talking. She said there was this particular song which is Chamada. It's like she's like my elder sister before she passed away. Used to listen to this song. She even saved it as as a ringtone, and she was like, "Thank you so much for you guys producing it." And just knowing that the fact that you are able to remember your loved one because of this song, or your loved one was able to go through tough time, just listening to that song. Yeah. It inspired. I mean, in South Sudan, we don't get paid enough as artists. We hardly even get paid for art. But the gratitude and the impact that that you have created in people's lives, that isn't payment enough.
Sure.
And it gives you joy, and it gives you the morale to go back and record more.
Yeah, true. By the way, you just mentioned something here and about the financial aspect of music and stuff. We'll talk about it later. But for now, I would want to ask, I know this music industry has a lot of struggles to it, and it's part of the process and stuff. I would want to know, is there like one hard moment that you've had or a struggle throughout your career?
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah, that happened when sometime last year when I left my former record label, the one that I was signed in. I parted ways with them because financially they were like supporting me. When I parted ways with them, it was very hard. Now going individual, going solo, going independent as an artist, music is very expensive, very very expensive. For you to record a song costs more than $20 to record in a standard studio where the quality is international and can be heard. Music is very expensive. So when we parted ways and I was jobless, I had a very hard time. And then I got the job. I worked and then I lost the job again. It became hard now, even release. So I had to go off for a while. And when I started coming back, I came back with a song called Sorry. Shout out to Marco Tim. You're amazing, my brother. Marco Tim is one of the most amazing, I would not just say one of the most talented, he's very talented. But I would say also like a brother in the music industry who have come through for me as an artist. When I was down, I remember texting him, I wanted to pull up to Juba because I was working. Yeah. I remember telling him, I'm coming to Juba soon. Man, help me with the producer that, produce your songs. And the guy's, man, I don't have a producer. I produce my own song. I'm like, dude, you kidding? Really? Yeah. Wow. I'm like kidding. I'm like, now you're going to have to produce one of my songs. And then when I lost the job, I wasn't able to make it to Juba. So I was like, dude, I'm broke. I'm not making it to Juba. The flight ticket is much coming back and, back and forth. Yeah. And I was like, dude, I want you to help me out. I want you to produce a song for me. I'm not paying you shit. The guy was like, man, it's okay, my brother. It is okay. He produced Malish. I believe if you have listened to Malish, Sorry. It goes like, see, I'm sorry. Aye. Malish, mama, I'm sorry. It goes so. He produced the song, and I'm not going to lie, in the music industry, it is very hard to see people that are other artists that are supporting other artists. But yeah, it came through for me. So in terms financially, I've had that very bad moment. But thank God right now I'm in a very good space where I can independently do things. I can independently produce. I can, record videos and, put something out for my amazing fans.
Wow, amazing. Like, this industry is not
easy. It is.
Yeah.
I think one of the things too, I think a lot of artists don't talk is our industry, we have fame, but we don't have money. I mean, the definition of a lot of South Sudanese artists is fame without money. A lot, most of the time. Our music streams don't bring or generate that much.
What would you say is the root cause to that, or what causes that?
Back at home first, we do not have, stable platforms, or we do not have a market that is inducive enough or is capable of giving back to what the artists invest in the industry. The artists invest so much. Imagine shooting a video 3,000 USD and you're gonna get maybe 100K views. That is not gonna give you back your money.
Sure.
You might have about 50,000 plays on Spotify, maybe all the other platforms, or it can reach more than that, but it's not going to give you what you spend. So mostly artists don't get that enough credit in South Sudan, where they put themselves so much, and financially, mentally, because this thing mentally too can disturb you.
Sure.
So yeah, it is something that a lot of artists don't talk in our industry, but we are famous, but mostly
no money.
I'm not one of them though. But I'm not rich, but I'm not one of them.
You're not one of them.
Yeah, but yeah.
So do you think like if we had like more platforms that were to push our artists and promote them and everything, do you think they will generate like a lot of money and stuff?
Yeah, I believe first, given the situation in our country, let's be honest, not everyone have accessibility to internet. And
Sure.
today, in today's world and in today's current times, most artists generate stream through the streaming, generate money through streaming. And back home, our music is consumed a lot through piracy. You find, just like I told you earlier, like they have a big ass, sorry for cursing,
It's okay.
they have places where they sell music. So you find a lot of people who can't, download songs. They have gone to somebody who can send them the songs and are able to, just listen to it in their phone. So a lot of piracy, because we don't have the access of, accessibility to internet. We are so underdeveloped still that. So yeah, we still have a long way to go, but the majority that are in diaspora are consuming our music, and they are starting to appreciate it. And that is progress. If you look at 6 years ago or 10 years ago, and you look at now, the music industry has changed so much.
Would you say like we have like a language barrier?
Oh,
Because I know most of our artists, most of them, I don't know, I think they use the local language and
local
stuff.
language, their native tongue.
Exactly.
So I believe, I'm gonna say this: music is spiritual. Music is a feeling. We have listened to a lot of people. I've seen a lot of South Sudanese listen to listen to Sudanese
I'm one of
music,
them, by the way, loves South
and you can't listen to
Sudanese
Arabic
music.
and you don't know anything they're saying, but you still feel it.
Yeah.
You still listen to it. Same applies to some Swahili song, some Ugandan song that we cannot even hear, and some Nigerian song. So music is a feeling, and if you don't know English, you don't have to force it.
Sure.
To be honest, if you can't sing in English, you don't have to force it. If you can sing it and we can feel it, we are going to enjoy music. So as much as that, the language is an issue back when it comes to national level, when it comes to music, I think that is something that should never be mentioned, should never be spoke about, because music, doesn't have borders and doesn't have a language.
Okay.
It is a feeling.
Wow. Amazing. So how do you handle the pressure of releasing a new song? Because I know that can be a lot. Like there's a lot of expectations from your fans, from yourself, from your circle. So how do you handle that?
I think I have the past from 2025. I think I've kind of gone through a lot of challenges and struggle and pressure to a point I had to give myself a break. So at the point that I'm in right now in my life, I'm not releasing with pressure. I'm not releasing with industry pressure, because the industry have so much pressure that when you are trying to just, you would stretch yourself to a point, you would give up. But right now I'm at a point where I'm not releasing with pressure, but I'm releasing with clarity of mind, where, not every track is going to resonate with everybody. But I know whatever I have cooked, whatever ingredients that I put together, I know I have put something really amazing. They're all my children. It's like I gave birth to this. I love it. It's an amazing sound. There are people that are gonna love it. Some people are not. So right now I've stepped away from the pressure, the industry pressure, where I am moving at my own pace, where I can release, and knowing that, if they like this song, and this is the thing, I think I've come to realize, trend and stay in consistency. There are songs that would trend, but there are songs that would just, they would be there, people would listen to it, but they will not trend like that.
Especially the TikTok era right now.
Oh, yes. And TikTok era has made everyone try to create trends instead of real music.
True.
And
lack of timeless music.
And I was almost, I think, I'm not, I cannot say I was safe from that. I was almost caught from that, caught in it, given how I trended, not just in music.
Yeah.
So I wanted to step away from that. It is very good, but staying consistent and releasing sound that resonate not with the fans, but with you as an artist, the person that you're creating, because everything that we create is a part of us. It's a part of our soul that we're giving. It's a part of ourselves that we are creating and putting it out there. So right now, I think I am just not creating with pressure, and I am just putting something that resonate with my true self. Before I resonate.
I think that's one of the happiest place to be at.
It is. I would definitely say it is very peaceful. Very.
Okay. So what's the business side of music?
The business?
Yeah, the business side of it, and what have you learned right now that you do not know early when you started?
Music is business. And if you are doing music as an artist and you're just doing it for fun, maybe you are a rich kid and you don't need the money.
Your parents can give you money and stuff.
But if you're doing music, music is business, and you need to know the business side of music. What I've learned so far is how you market yourself, how you brand yourself would depend whether you would get the plate, whether you get the portion, whether you get to eat or not. Because so many people are talented. So many people are talented, but talent cannot take you, or talent cannot get you the money alone. Talent cannot let people stream your music alone. You have to brand yourself in a way that, people would want, to book you. People would want to book you for shows. Yeah. And if you're not getting booked, you're not making money because they're streaming money again. They have money. You can buy shoes with it, but you cannot buy a house with it.
Can you sustain your life?
No.
Oh my God. Wow. Okay. So who are some of the artists that you would say have shaped your sound? Yeah.
I think mostly it was hip hop at first. Because growing up, I've been listening to a lot of 50 Cent, listened to a lot of Eminem, I've listened to Ja Rule.
Artists.
Yeah, I've listened to them a lot. Given the fact that I was born in diaspora, I'm still Junubin. Yeah. I've listened to the likes of, especially when it comes to my music now, the fact that I've localized the sound, but same time localize and internationalize it. Most of the sound that inspire my sound is the likes of John Kuduse, Johnson Jog, Nyan Cole. I grew up listening to them. These are amazing vocalists. These were people that came before the auto-tune times. These people are amazing. And I'm not going to lie, before I even started music, I listen, and I still listen to Lijoma. Lijoma inspired most of us, not going to lie. Sure. He has an amazing sound. I think most of us don't give him enough credit. He has achieved much of the industry, and he has been consistent more than, if you look at a lot of artists that started with him. Yeah. The dude has been consistent. So I've listened to some of his sound and, use that to, especially when it comes to using my native tongue, using my mother tongue to sing. Before Lijoma came, a lot of people did not normalize. I mean, before John Kuduse was that. Yeah. But you have seen how he has been criticized, but still, he understands that music is a feeling. And if it's a feeling, it doesn't matter if you sing it.
What language you use. Yeah.
And if you don't know, if you don't know the other language, you don't know how to force it again. So yeah, I would definitely say those people shape my sound. Don't go feel like that. But yeah.
No, but you're just giving them their dues.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah, exactly. So if you were to feature like one artist in your next song, who would it be and why?
Lil Simon. Lil Simon has an amazing sound that he has, he has blend, the local sound with international sound, and the guy is talented, amazing vocalist. I feel like we would do something very nice with him because given his vocals and given my vocals, he's an amazing vocalist, but mine, I could do much of deeper and much of a based vocals or, low vocals that could sound and blend well with these vocals. And I feel like the guy's music is just amazing. I just want to do something with him, and I'm definitely going to do something with him. So yeah,
Guys, shooting his shots.
oh, yeah.
Music wise.
Yeah, so Lil Simon, we have met before, but not talk.
Yeah.
Met in a building in a hotel in Kampala. Went for lunch, met him at lunch there. Just people wave at each other and we sat around. But yeah, he has an amazing sound. Shout out to you, man.
Yeah. Guys, I think we will want to see that collaboration happen one day.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, for sure.
Oh yeah, for sure. I mean, I'm gonna be here. As long as I breathe, I'm gonna be in the industry. So
Sure. So for those people who follow you on TikTok, I'm one of them, by the way.
I appreciate.
Yeah, I think we see you, show us your fitness journey and stuff. So how would you say that helps you, stay calm and put you in the right mind space to like write and create and stuff?
Okay, first, I think we don't acknowledge this. It's not bragging, but I think I'm the most sexiest artist in South Sudan. I'm just saying in terms of body-wise. I mean, in terms of facial too. I mean, just saying.
You're competing with Mafia One.
I'm just
Mafia
joking.
One says he's the most.
I'm joking. Yeah, I don't brag like that. But fitness as not only like when it comes to music.
Yeah.
I think in life, fitness for me has been, it has been a lifestyle. It has been something that I love being healthy. I love being healthy. I love being fit. If there is something that scares me so much, like it scares the shit out of me. Sorry for cursing again. If there is something that scares the hell out of me so much, is having a belly. Having a stomach,
belly?
having a talk, they call it, like having a belly. I can't even describe it. But it is something that scares me very much. So it motivates me to go to the gym, work out, do, a lot of cardio. But yeah, being, my fitness journey resonated with me so much when it comes to music too, because if I am physically fit, they say a healthy body has a healthy mind.
Sure.
Yeah. So when you're healthy body-wise, your mind is healthy, and I'm able to think better and able to sing better.
On that topic of fitness, I know this is out of topic, but our South Sudanese community currently, how would you say, what's your perspective on general fitness and like
we have taken it so wrong. Like we have taken the fitness so wrong.
Right?
We have men going to the gym for wrong reasons. This is the thing. It is a fact. To a point that they have labelized it that gym boys.
Gym boys, yeah.
Now, when I started going to the gym and then I stopped posting, the reason why I don't post them no more, I think I stopped posting them even on my WhatsApp. I don't post my fitness. I work out. It's because people start calling me gym boy. And I'm like, hey, wait a minute. I've been working out before even the gym boy thing came.
Exactly.
We don't take fitness, as a whole, as a lifestyle, as South Sudanese. But I would not say generally, because there are individuals, there are groups of people that take fitness as a lifestyle.
Sure.
And but for a certain group that have been identified and that have become the phase of working out in South Sudan, they are doing it for the wrong reason. You're getting fit so you can get a sugar mommy. Getting fit so you can get girls. No, get fit because you want to be healthy.
Sure.
So I think we have groups that are doing it very well, but they have labelized it, and the phase of the fitness in South Sudan right now, wrong representation of fitness.
Yeah, but I think also it's the public, voicing the opinions on people. You might be just a man who loves working out and stuff. Well, then people will label you as a gym boy, and
Well, they say there's no smoke without fire.
Oh.
The fact that majority of the people that are dating sugar mummies, majority of people that are dating other people's wives are people that go to the gym, work out. And people are doing it so they can earn a living from it. I am so sad when I hear that. It is quite bad when I think of it. But you go to the gym for a wrong reason. That is bad. But if you do it as a lifestyle, kudos to you, man.
Sure. So, where do you see yourself in the next 5 years as Ayanai Ghost, like musically?
just like I said earlier, when you said to describe myself, I'm the burning boy of South Sudanese music industry,
Uh-huh.
and in the next 5 years,
Yeah.
well, one thing for sure, I'm gonna stay consistent,
Mm-hmm.
and I'm gonna produce different sound because I experiment a lot.
Mm-hmm.
But mostly, I am seeing myself doing international collabos with Kenyan artists
Oh wow,
because I
amazing.
feel like we are so much comfortable back home with just being known back home. And my mission is not just to be known back home. I mean, the very reason why I started music was because whenever I watch awards, um, given the fact that it's God given ability, but whenever I watch, awards, award show,
Yeah,
especially the
sure,
African
sure.
award show, we don't see South Sudanese.
Exactly. But do we even have it back home?
We have corrupt ones that you can get nominated, but it has already been given to somebody else.
Oh,
But we
okay.
do not have South Sudanese. We might have
Being represented
we
out
might
there.
have a debate,
Uh-huh.
you know, between the people that we know saying, "Oh, I'm the best, I'm the top artist," and all of that,
Sure.
and my music is being played outside. But no, our music is not known out there. I want a South Sudanese to be able to come to Kenya and then he does a show, but not for he's South Sudanese, but for generally
True.
people who love
People.
music, including Kenyan, where your show is filmed, and not where people are gonna do a yeah. And it's true. When not people are gonna do a yeah, and you call your cousins and you call your community people come earn, hand you money. I am hoping for that future, like in 5 years, where a South Sudanese would be known like somebody like Baraka, Joshua Baraka, where you would be an international artist,
True.
but not just claim you are international artist. So I feel like in the next 5 years, you see Ayanai Ghost stretching himself and branching into Kenyan East African market when it comes to music, and that's my aim. And I believe if we have East African music,
Yeah.
we can have Africa.
By the way, guys, that's the future we want for South Sudanese music. It will really, really be lovely.
It will
Do you
be.
know, see some of our South Sudanese get nominated out there in big stages.
It will be.
Yeah, we want that to happen. So, guys, this was Ayanai Ghost with us today on the
Send me
show.
the radar.
By the way, wait, give us a tease of the new song that you just released.
So it goes like this. My vocals are really loud in this mic, so I don't
Yeah,
blast his
give
ears.
them the title of the song where they can stream it at and
So
where they can find you.
the song is called Naomi. It just dropped about 6 days ago, and it only dropped on YouTube with a visualizer. Crazy, amazing visualizer. You should go check it out. And the song goes like this. I met a girl named Naomi. It was after party. She wanted dirty. She doesn't mind the touchy. She say violate me. In this club I'm the datey. Kakuntochen make me lazy. Okay, you should go stream it. Check it out on YouTube. Only on YouTube. And it's gonna drop in 7 days and on all other streaming